Welcome to my face. I'm James St. James, and this is another New York edition of Transformations. I am so excited. You don't know how excited I am today right now. I'm here with the wonderful, the marvelous, the unbelievable, the magical Ryan Burke. How are you?
I'm wonderful.
I've been so excited to meet you. You know, you're on my radar. I think about you all the time. I follow your Instagram, your Twitter, your Facebook. I am the biggest fan in the world. I was gushing about you to Thairin Smothers at World of Wonder, and he said, James, and he pulled up all these Daily Freak shows of like me interviewing you. And he was like, you guys are friends.
Yeah.
For the uninitiated, the people who don't know you, tell me a little bit about what it is that what you do.
I'm a photographer, I'm a makeup artist, so I do a lot of freelance gigs in both areas.
And you've sort of found that you are your best subject.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah. It seems to me that since you've come to New York, you have upped your game.
Before I came here, I was told New York, it's head to toe. You can't just you have to get really into it if you're gonna do it. I started off doing angular shapes on my face with like glitter and chapstick and like taping off sections.
So like geometry, geometric shapes and things like that.
And I met a lot of people here who are bigger. They had a lot more going on, and I was like, well, if I'm gonna be in this, I gotta do more.
It's fascinating to me to watch your work and to watch you sort of evolve. I feel like you're doing something really new. I'm a jaded old queen, and I feel like I've seen everything. Do you feel like you're pushing things in a new direction?
Not on purpose, but I didn't grow up with cable or anything. I didn't grow up with all these movies. I didn't see the things that people usually see, so I had nothing to reference or like copy or like do what I've seen. So I just kind of started doing my own thing out of nowhere.
Tell me what it is we're gonna be doing today.
I'm gonna airbrush your face red.
Okay.
Because it's a really good base. It's hard to paint red. It's a really weird color, so airbrush is one of the best ways to do it. And then I'm gonna do a whole bunch of like angular pieces and maybe some pearls all over your face. It's gonna be very like dimensional.
You are a paint queen, and you do take hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. So let's get started. I'm gonna go change into my smock.
Okay.
And then let's go. Yay,
Okay.
here we go.
So we're gonna start with the airbrush makeup. This is red.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Ready?
here we go.
Okay. Take a break and let this charge for a minute.
Okay.
It's gotta fill up with air again. Let's give it another second.
Am I completely red?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so now I'm gonna contour your face a little bit. This is
color.
the Makeup Forever
Makeup
Flash
Forever.
Palette. I've used this every time I've dressed up, and I've had it for 4 years. I'm
Really?
Still not out of it.
That is.
But I'm almost out of it.
It's like magic makeup. It's like it ever replenishes.
Now we are talking about Ebola.
Oh, so how was traveling here?
It didn't seem that different than it was like maybe in 2004 when there was the SARS or the bird flu. It doesn't seem like full-scale panic yet, but
Just
I can
sort of the
tell.
usual. I don't know. I'm hesitant. I'm not really scared, but I'm like a little concerned.
Well, I know that this time next year we're all going to be dead. It's true.
I really do feel like the end of humanity is going to be disease, though. There's going to be something that we
Just
can't.
a plague that leads to end times. And then we'll all be like Mad Max, and we'll all be in like fabulous outfits. Like, I'm usually very squirmy, but I promise with you, I will try and be.
I was warned of that, actually.
Were you? Tell me about the Bushwick scene.
It's fun. It's a little bit more campy, underground, grungy, messy.
Like booger drag. Do people go to Bushwick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing now.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a whole
And
scene.
you know, like Suzanne has her party in Bushwick. Frankie just started a party in
If
Bushwick.
you would have told me 20 years ago that Suzanne would be doing parties in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Do you go to Bushwick?
I mean, I live in Bushwick.
You live in Bushwick?
Yeah.
Oh, Suzanne had recently done a gallery exposition where it was a bunch of you guys.
Yeah, she's moving more into like taking what she has in the club scene that's like an art, and then putting it in galleries, showing it to people who aren't necessarily
Exposed, right.
I did some new portraits that I don't have anywhere online or anywhere. So there's stuff nobody has seen.
You have other stuff that you are hoarding and saving.
I have stuff that I don't go out in. Some things just aren't practical for that, but they're still really good ideas and I like them. That's exactly why I started photographing myself, actually. Because I was dressing up and then I was like, I really need to document this, and I'm a photographer, so.
Duh, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is it you're doing right now?
I'm putting blue eyeshadow over the areas that I put blue paint. I'm gonna basically cover all of this with pieces, so I'm not being
Too detail-oriented.
anal, just giving a nice, like, some color. What I often do to make a face, I do something that's kind of weird, and then I have to spend time fixing it.
You go too far, and then you have to pull it back.
And then I have to find a way to balance it out with other things. But it forces me to do something I wouldn't normally do if I planned it. Whose look was the hardest to take off your face?
I'm just gonna say this, anytime it's a red.
In the United States, they're not allowed to sell red eyeshadow.
Oh, really?
Because it stains your skin, and for some reason that makes it illegal, I don't know. So how did you like become James St. James?
Some reporter was talking to me at this club, and she was trying to get my name, and she said, "What's your name?" And I said, "James." She said, "James what?" And I was like, "James, just James." And she said, "James St. James."
Oh my God.
And I said, "Yes." I remember that on Ugly Betty, wasn't there like John St. John or something like that? And I always sort of thought like,
Where did you get that from?
yeah. Doesn't it look like we're shooting porn in here when you come in?
Yeah.
Would you ever do porn?
No.
Never. Do you send in pictures to boys?
Only to like one person.
Yeah. So somewhere out there's some revenge porn in the making.
Yeah.
That's
But
right.
I have pictures too, so.
Okay. Dominique, I imagine. Mm-hmm. There's probably stuff everywhere.
Well, I mean, you can just Google her. I use different kinds of materials to cut out pieces. It's actually shrinking plastic. It's for shrinking. I wanted something that was really solid and like, but I could still cut out and it was like flexible and not,
Right.
you know, and lightweight. It works better than paper because paper kind of by the end of the night starts to like deteriorate. I don't like to do other people.
Really?
No.
I'm sorry. I'll leave and let you do yourself. And you just put a tiny little dab on, don't you?
You don't want to use a lot of eyelash adhesive.
Well, because
It's too much a buildup of glue. You just need enough to get it to stick on the skin.
I remember on MySpace, like, I'm choosing your top 8.
Mm-hmm.
That was my favorite. I loved that. I'd find cute boys, and then I'd let them be the top 8. And then they'd like message me, "Thanks for making me your top 8." And I'd be like, "Hi, baby." Are there freak fuckers who are turned on by you when you're all gussied up?
I guess. People hit on me sometimes and I'm like,
What's that about? 'Cause I know when I used to be in like just the most ridiculous club kid outfits. I mean, really just bizarro, makes no sense. You would really step back and you'd be like, what is going on in your head that this is, I mean, what turns you on? Mm-hmm. You're gonna order your spaghetti bolognese and what? You don't like those? Mm-mm. Okay. Well, that's my dream, is that I get to clone myself and then have a brain transplant into the clone. I don't want to actually go back to being young again, but I want my 20-year-old body. Would I sleep with my 20-year-old self? I mean, that is the question.
they stay pretty well.
And you can sweat in this and...
I don't sweat. So now I'm putting some pearls under these.
Yeah,
So they
under
stick
them?
out.
By putting the pearl underneath, it angles it out. Mm-hmm. And you don't want that?
No.
I worry that it's gonna fall off, but I know it's not.
When I go out and I'm like this, I do bring like extra
Right, just in
duo,
case.
just in case, because things happen. Usually it's alcohol more than sweat.
What would you say this is? Are they characters in your head?
You know how most people have their look and they'll change it up with their outfit, do different color makeup. I always want to do different things. I don't think up characters, but it just ends up being kind of that way.
See, because it's the exact opposite. When I was dressing up, I would have a character in my head, and I would do the look, and then for the next week or month or whatever, I would do variations on that.
That's cool.
And then I would just explore every facet of that character,
Yeah.
and then move on to the next character.
Might even have to do that. Might just stick. There.
Glue it. I'm gonna go change into the outfit, and then we're gonna do our transformation. Oh my God! Okay, come on. The camera's off now, so,
Oh, okay.
so you can clean everything up.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what was going on.
No. Oh my God, Ryan, I love it. I love you. This is fabulous. Oh. Whoops. Anytime you come to LA, you have an open invitation to come stay with me and to do my face every night.
Awesome.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Fabulous. And don't forget to subscribe
To WOW Presents.
Yay!
Do you have a YouTube channel and want to be part of the WOW Presents network? Email us at youtube@worldofwonder.net.